Hey everyone, Febbican here, and welcome to the updated collection video, 2024 edition. So what I'm probably going to do to make this easier for viewing is I'm going to separate it by game. So we're going to do Spyro's Adventure in one video, Swap Force, I don't know, Giants, you guys probably know this already. So yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to make this easy. Also because Spyro's Adventure and Swap Force, I now own every single figure, including regular figures and in-game variants. We don't care about chase variants because we're not rich as hell. I mean, we can afford them, but we're not going to spend $300 on a damn figure. This is also going to be easier for you guys to interpret the videos. So a couple rules. Last time I did this, I didn't play any of the games. This was before I did Spyro's Adventure, so let's just say some opinions I gave on characters were not accurate at all. I'm gonna get to that when I get to the air helmet, which, if you know me, you're gonna know what I mean. So let's talk about the game first. So, another issue I had last time was I end up talking, basically like, oh, this person said this is good, this person like this character, blah, 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 blah. Like, again, nobody gives a damn about that. I don't even think I cared about that. Like, the video was 2 goddamn hours. Like, I spent 25 minutes going over this. Like, some of the sections took... Like, Swap Force literally took, like, 20... Like, this entire video was, like, 2 damn hours. And Imagineers was, like, not even 5 seconds. So, like, 4 minutes. So, yeah. Enough rambling. Let's get to the video. Okay, so we're going to start with the magic element, because that makes sense. I have cards here, because why not? We can look at those. I have some on my phone. Let's start out with the magic element. Let me take my... And we got all of them. We got Spyro. Double Trouble. Let me actually zoom my camera on a little bit. I'm filming this with my GoPro for those curious on this. There we go. We're doing this on the trap tray because, of course we are. This thing's like $50. I just learned that. Wrecking Ball and Voodoo. So, there we go. There are the 4. Let's talk about them. First of all, Spyro, we all know him and love him. He came with the Star Pack. For some people, he said, oh, they ruined Spyro, blah, 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 even though there's probably worse Spyro games before this. Spyro is pretty good. He's actually pretty good in this game. I like all his moves, his flame ball, his ram, his slime. I was kind of shocked when I actually did his heroics on how good he was, because after playing with some characters who weren't that great, with except like Cinder and Slam Bam, like, he actually impressed me a lot. Because some people are like, Spyro's really good, or like, Spyro's kind of because he's too basic and blah, 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 blah. Again, Spyro came with the starter pack, so we all pretty much had Spyro at one point. Here's a stat card, again. I love this. He's actually really quick. He's one of the few characters who actually has an above 80 on speed. Again, he's well-rounded. Next up, we have Double Trouble. Double Trouble is actually kind of underrated, in my opinion, and also really broken. For those who saw the tournament video, you'll know that he actually got runner-up in that video. I like his moves. I like his moves. His beam is decent, except for that frickin' one video we did. Yeah, y'all remember that frickin', doing that chompy thing where we couldn't break through the barrels? Yeah, that was fun. I was trying to figure out, like, which character was that? I'm like, oh, it's him. The double's kind of okay, but I still gave him a perfect 5 because he's broken. The bombs, you can literally do, like, 65 damage each hit. Just constantly spam that. He can walk on water, which is kind of not weird, but, I mean, they changed that in Swap Force, so it's useful. I don't know why you'd ever use him as Swap Force, but whatever. Yeah, he doesn't get appreciated much. Like, the only thing people care about him for is his royal variant that's like $125. English, I can speak it. Only other issue is he's kind of slow. So there's this card. Next up, we have Wrecking Ball. He was in the worst luck, for those who don't remember, and he actually was the last character, and he freaking lost. Like, at the end of chapter 21. We didn't even get to the damn finale. So the weird thing is I mentioned that Wrecking Ball actually wasn't that bad. Yeah, I lied. So his tongue is very low damage. The freaking force field ball is kind of hard to control. It's better than a certain other character who we'll get to. Because you can actually break things, but it's not that great. The burp attack is okay, but the problem is it just takes forever to charge up and makes you vulnerable. His soul gem's okay, you can swallow enemies, but like, again, I gave him a 2 because I freaking could not stand using him. He's cute, but that's like all he's got for him. And then we got Voodoo. Oh, here's actually a Wrecking Ball stat card for those curious. I'm trying to focus on that for you guys. Yeah, his armor is actually pretty good somehow. And then we got Voodoo. Kind of underrated. Again, here's the card. I think I have a couple Swap Force cards. Again, I'll probably just use the thing. So Voodoo is kind of underrated. He's one of the Forgotten 8. Some of the Forgotten 8's kind of okay. I think he's pretty decent. I think it was 5524. So here's the thing. His axe does decent damage. I chose the axe path. If you're wondering the path, the fire path, Chandler, ultimate spinner, the axe. Everyone chooses the tripwire, which is stupid because that thing doesn't do a damn thing. He's pretty good when it comes to combos. If you like combos, go for him. I remember picking him up at Walmart as well. So, the interesting thing with me is, unlike some people, I actually started collecting Spyro's Adventure like summer 2013. So, the thing with Swap Force is a lot of the characters that are on, I end up buying them online like last year. Because I was trying to complete Spyro's Adventure, but a new game came out, so it was kind of hard to balance those. I got better later on, obviously, with Trap Teams and Superchargers. Getting most of the collection, so... Okay, overall, Magic Arm is pretty good in this game. I'll talk about the other characters later on, but I believe Double Trouble's one of the first I got. I guess a quick thing was... Whirlwind and Flameslinger were the first 2 I picked up. One where they also had like Igniter and Drillbot. I think Prison Break as well. Got the Star Pack, picked up a free pack. English. A free pack with him, Drill Sergeant, and another Whirlwind. And then we got a couple other things. I think I got Drillbot along the way, Stump Smash, Shelf Elf, Sonic Boom. For way more than I should have paid, let's just say that. At Flea Market, Empire of Ice. Again, pretty good stuff. Magic Element's pretty good. Next we get to the Earth Element. And of course we have all of those. We have Bash, Dino Rang, Prison Break, and Terrafim. So let's talk about this. First we got Bash, aka Crash the Skylander's favorite Skylander. Stat card. He is really powerful. One of his attacks is like 200 something damage. It's broken as hell. And his armor's pretty decent. I'm gonna get crap for this. I kind of felt like I was forced to give him a 5 because I liked him. I just had issues during Heroics. Some of his attacks, he kept getting hit. Probably just bad at the game, I don't know. His tail attack is actually really good. His rolling ability is also not that bad. If you have a legendary one, go either or. Okay, Bash is pretty good. Next we have my actual favorite Earth character, Dino Rang. Again, decent stats. He's actually the fastest, surprisingly. So, his boomerangs are extremely broken. He actually was in the top 4 for the tournament. Which, yeah, he's actually surprised me how good he was. His boomerangs are overpowered as hell. The little shield thing where you throw the boomerangs in a circle around you is good. The Sofas aren't great, but they do decent damage. Again, there's the path to make that better, increase the armor, obviously, but I want the boomerangs. Yeah, he's definitely my favorite because of how broken he is, and he's forgotten too, because everyone just forgot he exists. I mean, he got an elite, but still. The funny thing is, like, I actually picked him up when Swap Force was out, because free pack, eBay, free pack, and then Pirate Seas. Next we got Prison Break. As you can see, he's the slowest damn character in this game, which is one of the reasons I don't like him. A couple things, his crystal beams are okay. Yeah, his beams are okay. Block you. The drop down, the crystal drop downs are not great. I mean, they're decent. Sorry, they're decent. The little thing around you is not that great. I mean, and then Terrafin disappointed the hell out of me. For those who don't know, he got a 3.5. It was 553, 3.5. Because during my worst luck, I stated that Slam Bam was a one-trick pony. That's not true. Terrafin is. Like, his punches are not that do okay damage, but they feel awkward. The burrow is okay, but the problem is it feels like whenever I try to do it, it has similar thing to Wrecking Ball where you literally just, like, you can't just, like, like, it just goes in one direction and you literally can't stop until the time's up. His sharks are basically pointless. This is probably the worst enemy, the worst ally attack in the entire game. For those who don't know what I mean, like, if you'll have like, a small version of yourself help you attack, like Double Trouble, Sonic Boom, Tornado, stuff like that. And it's sometimes kind of pointless because, like, you can get items from the ground and stuff, but the thing is, like, Dynarang, I get that because you can stick them, but it's like, at that point, there's no point in collecting the gold because you're already fully upgraded. Terrafin disappointed the homie. Like, this got a 16.5, which I thought Earth was going to be the second best, but no, it's like freaking 5th. And here are his stats. His armor is decent, I guess, even though he doesn't have a freaking armor boost. He's the only Earth character who doesn't. He's slow as hell. So there's the Earth. Next, we have the water element. We have the MVP of the lock, Slam Bam. So Slam Bam is pretty damn good. I said he was a one-trick pony originally, but that's actually not true because his punches do good damage. Another thing about him that most people don't know, we'll just say, is his freezing is actually pretty good. He gets an armor boost. So my complaint about him was I thought the snowboard, you couldn't use that on water. You actually can, so he's actually better on water. He was the champ of the original tournament, and then he actually got top 8 in this tournament, losing to Double Trouble. Yeah, he's pretty good. He definitely redeemed himself from the lock, and he impressed me a lot, so yeah. Next we have Zap. So I just want to apologize to people who watched that video because here's the thing. Here's his thing. His attacks are kind of weak as hell, but yeah, his attacks are kind of weak as hell, but he's really quick. I like him for his speed. So he's probably the only character I have where I feel like I actually chose the wrong path, and it kind of made me not like him. I gave him a 4 because I thought, hey, he's actually I started to like him more near the end when I played as him because I like the speed. His slime's decent. The Wave Rider is actually not hard to control. The lightning's pretty good. He was actually one of the last 6 characters I obtained. God damn it. He was actually one of the last 6 characters I obtained as well, along with Lightning Rod, Zook, Hex, Whamshell, and Lightning Rod. So, yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty quick. I will say, if I did a worse lock, I'd probably put him in the spot of Slam Bam. But again, like, he still has a 4, which, I mean, that's still really good. Yeah, Zap is kind of underrated. I understand people like him. Maybe choose the other path would be better. Next, we have the most expensive character worth a whole $10. Oh my god, it's so expensive. $15, sorry. This is actually the most hated water character, which I don't know why. And here is... Well, that armor boost actually makes sense, because it's freaking boost. Now, that armor boost. Whamshell, a lot of people complain about not being that good. I think he's pretty good. I like his mace attack. I like the Poseidon Strike. His starfish are kind of eh. Like, that's probably the main issue. So, obviously, go with the mace path. I'm a little disappointed because I brought him back in... Because I guess, fun fact, I owned the light core version before the regular version. I wish I actually gave him a WoW Pal and Swap Force. Like, that actually would have been really good. But sadly, he didn't get one. Yeah, people complain that's $15 and they're gonna go ahead and spend like 27 and then spend like frickin' 80 on a damn Echo and then act like they're satisfied at the end of the day. And finally, the man himself, Gilgrunt. Gilgrunt, I think, is one of my favorites. Guy, his like eyes, like the paint is wearing off. So I like Gilgrunt. The weird thing is with the water characters, I can't really say I love them because again, 5 and L4s. For him, it had a similar thing to Bash, where I feel like without heroics, he's pretty good. I like his Water Weaver path. That's the path I went with. Again, if you're wondering the paths. Blizzard Brawler, Slime One like an idiot, like Crustacean, and then that one. Prison Break was the Crystal path, and then Terraform was the Brawler. The only issue I have with his water, the jetpack, is it's very awkward to control. You go at like an angle, so it feels very awkward to use. The arrows are good. His Soul Gem's better in Trapped in Swap Force because it does 100 damage here. It only does like 40. Because I forgot how much they buffed everything in Swap Force. Again, Water Helmet's pretty decent overall. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but I think it's still pretty good. Next up, we have the Fire Element. That went on the floor. I love the stupid thing about this. Ignite the Fire says this is the best element, and yet he gave Sunburn and Igniter like 24 and 26 out of 32 on his ranking list. That's like me saying that Mario Party 4 is the best Mario Party game because I had Bookstorm in it. And yeah, if I made like a list of boards, I'd put them all on the damn bottom. That makes sense. Fire. Shout out to Ignite the Fire. We got him. I got him very early on that free pack. He's actually really good. He has the highest elemental power on this, on the card. I went with the Soul of the Flame path because I love the lobbing of the fire lobs. He did pretty good in battle mode, even though he lost like the second round, but he still did good. I like him. I know people say go with the slam, but again, I'm different. I'm pretty sure all my fire paths probably piss people off. Yeah, I think I love all his attacks. Honestly, he's really good. Next we have... Oh, he also gets plus 40 armor. I forgot about that. Next we have... Sunburn. Not Shitburn. Sunburn. Sunburn is a character who a lot of people have forgotten about. Say he's trash, and yet they never played as him. He's decent stat-wise. So, his Flamethrower is busted. You get that upgrade that gives you endless Flamethrower, just hold that down, obliterate anyone. That's how he frickin' killed Tornado in the first tournament. I mean, it's Tornado, but still. He almost actually won the second round. Beat Eruptor in the tournament, but sadly lost. I had a fun time using him. He actually got a 4.5 originally, but I bumped it up to a 5 because I'm like, that's kind of dumb. Why did I give him a 4.5? His teleport's kind of but his Phoenix Dash is actually really good. He's pretty underrated. Once you get to use him, he's really good. Yeah. I know people go with the teleport path, go for the flamethrower path. You can freaking break the game. Yeah, so... He's also the only character who never got a repose. Like, I don't know why. I'm assuming they just did that to troll. Toys for Bob did that to troll. Like, you had Literally, you had Voodoo, you had Boomer, you had Ghost Roaster, you had frickin' Dino Rang, you made a Slam Bam and a Zook, and yet there probably was a lightning rod. I don't think there was. And yet there's no fire. You're doing this on purpose. Yeah, now we got Flameslayer. So Flameslayer was one of the first characters I ever picked up. He's pretty good. His armor's trash, but he's really quick. I like that. His arrows are good. I love his Flame Dash ability. I want the circle Flame Dash path. The only issue is his arrows, where he shoots his volley shots. Pretty damn terrible. I don't like that. But again, pretty good overall for the first character I got. Next up, we have Eruptor. So, even though he was the best fire character in the tournament, he's good PvP mode. Story mode, no. His blobs are decent. Other than that, the blobs, his lava bar volcano, really good. His map balls are really useless. Like, they feel like green shells in Mario Kart. Like, they bounce off, literally don't do anything. His Soul Gem gives you a second one. I don't know why. I know Crash Science gave him a 2. He chose this stupid law path. Like, I gave him the better path, Volcano Path. I can only give him a 3. Like, I think he's... Which can 5, 5, 4, 3. Like, I love him as a character in the commercials and stuff. I just don't like him as a Skylander. Like each element has, like, a character everyone hates. Fire's magic is Wrecking Ball. Earth is Prison Break. Water, take your pick. Fire is Eruptor. Like, Tech is Drill Sergeant. Air is Tornado. Life is Zoo for some freaking reason. I don't know why. And then his Hex for some reason, which... Yeah, overall, the fire element's pretty okay. It's pretty decent. Again, easier gonna go with these two. Probably never gonna use Eruptor. He did surprise me in the lock. He did pretty decent, even though we did use him, like, near the end of the game, because the game sucks at elemental distribution. Again, pretty good overall for... Yeah, we're definitely going to go over our limits. Last time I did this in, like, 20 minutes, but again, I'm going in detail. The other videos probably not going to go in this much in detail, and this is why we're doing it in parts. So next up we have the Tech element. Pretty decent element. Except for one damn character. So, first up we got Boomer. Garbage. Broken as hell. And iconic. So, let's start off. So, we're going to start with Trigger Happy. That's the easiest one. Trigger Happy, we all know, came with the Star Pack. He's iconic as hell. Show that card real quick. He's pretty decent speed-wise. I feel bad because his heroic video actually got deleted. What happened was, for those who know, when I did Wrecking Ball's challenge, sometimes I like to put music over the audio. The problem was I never actually I never actually made sure the gameplay audio was fine. So that video had literally no audio. Which sucks, because I had a fun time using Trigger Happy. That's probably the only... Yeah, so that got screwed up. I feel bad about that. But in Voodoo 2, I actually talked about him. Maybe if I do a video where I rank all the characters in this game, I'll get more in depth with him. But his guns are really good. His the safe or the pot of gold lob is good. His other path I think is actually better. With you shoot that giant coin, it lands on heads. It just shoots a bunch of coins. Only issue, he has the worst health in the game of 400. Like, I didn't bring this up, but Igniter has only 480, but he can at least get around that. Like, he's not great in battle mode, that's my only complaint. The only, fair fight is Trigger Happy versus Legendary Trigger Happy. Next up, I'll talk about him. So, Drill Sergeant sucks. Like, I don't think I need to explain that. His voice is annoying as hell. I hate his voice. Yeah, I hate his damn voice in this game. His rockets are okay. He's also probably the only character I've seen where I played... Because for those who don't know, before I did the playthrough, I went into Swap Force and did I did just with some of the characters to see which upgrade path was better. Damage-wise, watch videos, stuff like that. He was probably the first character, probably one of the very few characters I've seen where I said, both these paths suck, I don't want either. I want the Battle Dose, because I'm like, that's not terrible. But yeah, like, he's not great. Like, it's the power, it says he's powerful, he's really not. He did okay in the walk, but again, I'm not a huge fan of him at all. And his tertiary attack is probably one of the worst tertiary attacks in the entire game, with the exception of another character. Like, it does 1 to 2 damage for the laser. You can hold it down, but it's like, you have Drobot and Trigger, you literally have Drobot. Why would you ever freaking use the tertiary attack? Now we have Boomer, who looks like Yoda. So I remember picking him up at GameStop. He's a character who actually surprised me a lot during the playthrough. Here is his card. Can't if you want to see that. He actually surprised me. His dynamite is actually more powerful than I gave it credit for. You can just throw, like, a bunch of the sticks. You can set off 6 bombs, which is why you always go with the top half. Again, somewhere trigger happy. He has extremely low health for 460. Second lowest in the game. I like him. I think he got a 4. His slam is not great, but again, similar to Whamshell Starfish, it can work in certain situations. That's why I gave him a 4. 3 is basically the one move's like almost useless. This is like it kind of works. His sword items looks kind of awkward. Spoilers, my favorite character, Drobot. Drobot is the most broken character in this entire damn game. I know someone did a video, like, can you beat the game with the strongest character? They basically almost beat the entire game. They lost to Chaos with Drobot alone, which is just damn impressive. Like, you literally just hold down, like, the A button or whatever your primary attack is, shoot lasers, that's literally all you do, kill everyone. He was actually the champion of the tournament that we did, because, like, literally, you literally can just hold down the button. Like, Double Trouble, like, beat him in a match in the 2 out of 3. Like, that's the closest someone's come to beating him, but, like, that's literally it. Like, he's, like, almost impossible to beat. Yeah, the Drobot's definitely my favorite character. He also, like, breathed for all the heroics in hour 17. His own heroic is actually complete bull crap, because you can literally just, because of the purple chompies. Ghost Roaster and Cinder are the only 2 who still haven't beat that yet. Flameslinger is definitely the most frustrating, because every single attack left behind fire, and I had to bite the, like, 20 damage to do the damn thing, but whatever. So overall, the tech element, like, you have 2 really strong characters, 1 decent character and 1 crap. Like, Drill Sergeant definitely holds this element back. But again, tech element is still pretty good. Next up, we got the undead element. So we have Ghost Roaster. Again, one of the last 6 I got. Chop Chop. Probably my second favorite. God, I gotta be extremely careful with her. Freaking one-arm Hex. Her second arm's literally almost coming off. And Cinder. So, we'll go over these one by one. So let's start with Chop Chop. Chop Chop is one of the best characters in this game. That's because his defense is extremely high. His speed is decent. His sword is really good. You can heal yourself while doing it. I love that. He's one of the very few characters who has a shield to block damage. He's really good. I love his combos, even though his heroic makes you want to frickin' die at times. Because the stupid, exploding things, like durians or whatever the hell those things are called. My dad's watching the Goldbergs in the background, so if you hear, like, TV noise. Yeah, I definitely love using him. One of the very early characters I got. They've remade him in later games. I understand why. I don't own Giants, but his Series 2 is considered one of the best in the game. Because his shield is extremely broken. I think the shield path in this game is not great, which I've shown off before, but Yeah, he's still one of my favorites. Cinder, I gotta give an apology to. I used her in the worst lock, and I immediately regretted it because she's really good. I think she got runner-up in the tournament, the first tournament, and I just said, oh, I don't like her because she can just spam the lightning. Like, again, her dash is good. Her Haunted Ally is really helpful in heroics. Quick tip, if you're going to do heroics with her, don't get her damn soul gem until after you do the Drillbot challenge. It's impossible to do. It's impossible to do it with her, with the thing. I think I was like one away. But again, she's still really good. If I did a worse lock, she would definitely not be part of it. Like, the only two characters I switch out, Zap, Lampshell for Zap, and then her for Ghost Roaster. I'll get to that in a minute, but... Yeah, like, she was the second character I did heroics with, and then she just impressed me a lot. I was also extremely upset when I lost her in the playthrough, because, for those who don't remember with the lock, I accidentally killed her in Battlefield, and I'm like, that's not fair, I'm gonna give her a second chance. She did well, and then just got completely comboed near the end of the chapter 17, which pissed me off a lot. Next we got Ghost Roaster. I need to talk about this freaking guy. Fun fact, I owned him originally. Sold him for like 28 bucks. Got him back 4 years later for like 10. That's complicated to sell. So, his chain does decent damage, okay? Chain is good. His skull charge is decent. He has probably the worst tertiary attack in the entire damn game. It makes you invulnerable, so you basically can't get hit. Voice crack right there. You can't get hit while using it. However, it makes you invincible. You do damage to yourself, making him the only character who can pretty much kill himself in the hub world. That's already a problem. The other problem is you can't do anything while in the mode. It's basically the equivalent of playing Smash Bros, getting an invincibility star, and just standing there and saying, you can't attack me. I know there's a path that makes you actually do things, but why the hell would you ever choose that path? He also has, like, the ghost, which are a bitch to do Gearbox Rock. I already showed up before, so yeah. Oh, I already have the card. Why am I looking that up? Next up, we have One-Arm Hex. So, Hex is considered one of the most... That attack should be higher, honestly, but... Hex is considered one of the most broken characters because, again, of her figure being extremely fragile. I don't think she gets enough credit. Like, I did heroics with her, even though the game kept breaking. She is extremely overpowered, more than people give her credit for. Her skull rate, if you choose that path, you can just charge up launch skulls that do like 50-60 damage each. The bone wall, you can basically do damage. Basically, just to protect yourself, you can also walk through it. You can also attack people with. It basically just does a lot of damage. So the funny thing is, when I did that, in the tournament, we actually used our mulligans, because I destroyed my brother with Hex, and then he got back on me with Cinder, and then I killed him again, and then she destroyed Chop Chop, and basically the only character she lost to was Dynamite, who was also broken. So yeah. And the funny thing is, Hex got lost in the first round of the first tournament. Like, using her again, I learned how to use her moves. Again, like, Hex is really good, it's just that people don't give her credit. There's like, oh, her figure's fragile. Yeah, I love using her. You know, like, pretty much every female character in this game is really good. Maybe only 5. I gotta be careful playing her back so she don't break. Okay, next we gotta talk about the air element, because I freaking hate myself in the video, so let's talk about these. So we got Lightning Rod, last character I got. Sonic Boom, Whirlwind, and Tornado. So let's talk about Lightning Rod real quick. So, I don't have this card. I don't know why I don't have Tornado's card, considering I literally bought him new. So let's take a look at... So the air characters of the game, I'll just say that's the... Why does this look like a Giants card? I'll just say the air element in this game is complete trash. Like, literally... if people ask the undead element, everyone got a 5. Ghost Rusher got a 3.5. Again, 3.544. Like, Lightning Rod, his lightning does good damage. He's good in battle mode, I'll admit that. His little thunderstorm thing where he goes over the guys and it does damage. It makes you vulnerable, but it's not that great. The Zapper Field is okay. Doesn't do great damage, but protects you. I actually changed his path because I gave him a crappy path originally. He's okay, but I don't think he's amazing. Sonic Boom. I thought she was my favorite air character. She's still good. I like her roar attack. And just made his for card. The roar attack is good. I don't mind her flying. The babies do not get enough credit. They do decent damage. Everyone just says people give her crap ranks. They choose the wrong path. It's like, gee, I wonder why. Crash Skylanders. I'm gonna give him a 3 out of 5 because the babies are useless. Gets frickin' Wrecking Ball a 4 because you used him in Swap Force. Okay. I mean, I also gave like Zook a frickin' 4 because he chose the wrong path again, in which you can't give like, if you choose the wrong path, that's your own, whatever. Like I even gave Zap a 4. I was gonna give him a 3, but I gave him a 4 because I chose the wrong path, and I felt that was more justified than a frickin' 3. Her babies do decent damage. Her heroic's kind of a bitch, so it's luck, but again, I like using her. Okay, let me play some audio from my original video, because this is gonna piss me the hell off. Let me play the audio here. My most hated Skylander, Whirlwind. I actually own 2 of her, because of duplicates. She doesn't have as much hate as I thought she would. The only reason I don't like her is, when I was trying to level these guys up for versus one get level 10, they should just grind in the cast thing. She was the only character who took me, like, the most tries because she kept freaking dying because of how weak she was. And I kept telling her up, too, that she was just super freaking weak. That is the stupidest, that is the worst excuse I've ever given for I've ever seen for hating a character. Like, that's Crash the Skylanders thing with Sunburn originally, like, I actually love Whirlwind. I don't love her, but I actually really like her. She literally got a 4. She's my favorite air character now. Like, I love her rainbow chain that you can bounce off the Tempest Clouds. The Tempest Clouds do good damage. I like using her. She can fly. It's good. I want to pull out something on that statement I said in the video. For those who saw the end of my original playthrough, where I went through the game, you know, other characters who were level 10 and had most of their upgrades struggled as well. You know, we had Stump Smash, we had Wrecking Ball, we had Whamshell, we had Gilrant. Those characters, Whirlwind didn't give me issues at all. Also, the thing I said was the stupid statement, because my original video, if you saw in, like, the game, I had 2 files, the 42%. That's because I rushed through the game and do battle mode, didn't care, didn't give most Skylanders the time of day. I didn't give the Skylanders the time of day. Yeah, I didn't give my characters the correct time of day. And the other reason was because I reset some of them because the game didn't register because I didn't know about... Sorry, someone's texting me. I didn't give these characters the light of day because I was just trying to rush for the game, which I feel was an extremely poor excuse. So again, I actually like Whirlwind. I'm looking forward to using her Series 3 in the later game, so I can try out her other path. Also, another thing from the old video. There's a crystal version for that can't tweet out. There's a micro version. I think he's okay, actually. I don't know why people hate him. Gee, I wonder why people freaking hate Tornado. It's called play with him for like 20 minutes and you'll freaking hate him. Like, I just need to say this. Tornado is my least favorite character. I'm pretty sure we all know this. Like, here's my thing. I don't care. You can max out his upgrades or max out his freaking power or whatever you want. I don't care what people say. I have given him so many chances. I've done the original playthrough. I've done the worst luck. He lost in chapter freaking 8. Almost got killed in his first episode. Yeah, I know he maxed out his armor. That's still freaking not true. His tailspin is okay, but you can literally, it's hard to control when you use that. His tornadoes are kind of okay, but do weak damage. His freaking spinny thing where he's in the tornado can't break for anything. He literally can't do, like, anything. He got Blitter in both battle modes. I gave him a fair chance with the heroics. Took 4.5 hours on edit, 3 days to film. Which, I know you could say it was my first time doing it, but I didn't sit there and literally, like, half that time. A third of that time. So, again, I've given him a fair chance. I can't give him any more damn chances. I hate using him. And they brought him back in Trap Team swap for Selector because, hey, he wasn't trash enough. Let's bring him back. I will try his other path to see if it's decent enough, though. But if that's trash too, I'm still gonna hate him. So that's the Arrow. My Arrow is trash. Did I say anything else about Arrow? Okay, that's all I said. Next, we get to my favorite element in this game. Technically, life and undead are tied. But I want to give this card. So we got my boy Camo. We got Stump Smash. We got Zook and Stealth Up. So let's talk about Stump Smash first. He was in the worst luck. He has a ton of HP. I love that. His attacks do decent damage. He's pretty slow, which I don't like. I don't like that he's slow. Like, I feel like the problem is his hammers are not that great. Like, the acorns do decent damage. I like that. He can kind of heal in the water, which is odd, but again, you can't really do anything in the water, which sucks. Unlike Zap. Decent, but not amazing. Next we have Zook. So, Zook is a character a lot of people don't like or really love. I've grown to love him. He's actually was really surprisingly broken in the tournament. I'm mad he actually destroyed Stealth-Up, but again, both are top tier characters. I'd rather have Stealth-Up lose to someone good against someone like, instead of someone like frickin' Boomer. Again, I really like Zook. The thing that most people don't give him credit for is his cactus. Because no one chooses that path. You choose that path, put up that barrier, and walks into it. You get frickin' obliterated. I love that. He's really good though. Like, sorry I might explain much, but yeah. I really love using him. He surprised me a lot. Next we have my boy Camo. Camo is definitely in my top 5. I love his firecracker attack. Sorry, the Sunblast. I tried his firecrackers. They do decent damage. However, I'm a fan of the melon path. The ability to shoot the melons. Even though it probably doesn't work on the Wii version. The ability you can hide. You can literally... his soul damage is pretty decent, even though it's freaking annoying as hell to pull off. He has decent health. I do love his attacks. I'm glad he came back in Swap Force, because he's really good. One of the first life characters I ever got. Yeah, definitely first life character I ever got. Really good. I definitely recommend picking him up. The only complaint I have to give him is his red version is $800 freaking dollars. Because they don't release it in the US. Let me actually show the red camo. I did this last time. I love showing... Let me actually show red camo. Like, look at this thing. Look at this guy. It's frickin' Neural Fruit Punch. I love it, but they didn't release this in the US. It was in frickin' Europe, and it's like $600 damn dollars to get one. Thanks, Activision. And they also released in, like, frickin' Trap Team, so that made it even better. I didn't actually show this. Here's Zook's card. You wanna see that? this video is already 45 minutes. I know I'm taking forever to explain, but again, I'm going in detail with the game. I won't do this as much as the other games. Yeah, Kim was really good. Next we have my girl Stealth Elf. So, she's not my favorite, but she's definitely one of my favorites. She's the best female Skylander. She's technically third place. Again, one of my favorites. Love using her. She's quick as hell. Her blades are extremely OP. You can just do a bunch of combos. She can basically heal herself. She has to be my most played Skylander, I gotta say that, because the time flare mode. Like, in terms of enemy goal, I use Chop Chop or Drillbot. Sorry, not Chop Chop. I use Drillbot or Trigger Happy. In terms of game flare, it's her. She's like, it's insane how fast she is in this game. That you can just plow through the level. Like, she's definitely one of the best characters in this game. Like, definitely recommend picking her up. Like, if you want a list of characters to pick up if you're starting the game for each element, go with the starter packs, obviously. Pick up the Drillbot just in case. Earth, Dino Rang, or Bash. Fire, Igniter, or Sunburn. Air, maybe a Whirlwind. Undead, anyone but Ghost Roaster. Light, pick up her. Like basically, these guys got 3.5. Like, Stealth Elf is definitely one of the best characters in this game. They brought her back in the other games. I freaking hate that they ruined her in... Superchargers. We'll get to... That's a rant for another day. Again, I had to play that game. Again, I love Stealth Elf. She's really good. Extremely broken. Definitely gonna use her in the later games. Little disappointed she didn't do great in the tournament, but again, she was against a worthy competitor, so I can't be mad at all. She definitely proved herself in the heroics, so I want to say that. Next up, forgot to show us on the card. She's the freaking fastest character, as you can see. So, next up, that's all the characters, so let's talk about, bonus expansion. So, this game kind of had DLC. You have a bunch of levels. Basically, you get a character, a level, and some match items. So, let's talk about the levels. First we got is Pirate Seas. This came with Terrafin, the Hidden Treasure, and those swords. I will pick up the match item as well. Let's talk about these quick. So, the ghost swords are okay. They, have ghosts, the swords do, 2 damage to the enemies. Not that great. Hidden treasure, this is your pre-sky diamond. You find the treasure, shake it up, get a bunch of coins. This was our way of grinding before we had the sky diamond. Which is actually what I used for my playthrough. I used the sky diamond. This also unlocks the chest in the level, which is pretty cool. The Pirate Seas, the best way to describe this level, matching for 5-year-olds, the plot of the level is the pirates are these guys are captured, the characters are captured by pirates, and they very screw up because they can't do a matching game. The first matching game is, the biggest joke. It's literally, 3 matches. It's I'll just try to show up the cards. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. You can beat the entire thing in, 10 seconds. And people failed it. The characters in the game failed it. It's pretty decent. I do think the level's good, though. So that's Pirate Seas. Next we have, I gotta say, the worst freaking expansion pack, which is Darklight Crypt. So, Darklight Crypt is gotta be one of the worst expansion packs. This came with Ghost Roaster, which already is not a great sign. This came with some good items. It came with the healing elixir. One of my favorites just heals you. It came with the time poster which slows down enemies. I literally never used this damn thing in my life. It's good. I like the okay, let me stop recording now. Okay, the thing I don't like about this level is the switching realms thing. I'm not a huge fan about that. You have to switch between living and unliving world. I hate the fact that the cutscene at the beginning is freaking unskippable, so every time I had to replay that level, I had to listen to embarrassing freaking yap about crap. And I hate, this has the worst lock puzzle in the entire game, because for those who don't know, like, the lock puzzle, they have, like, the little green guy, I don't know what his name is, let me know in the comments. And you have, like, unlock the locks and stuff to get, get for the level, get, like, collectibles. Look, getting legendary treasure in this level is freaking hell, because they have this red evil guy in it, and anytime he touches you, you have to reset the entire puzzle. That took like 20 damn minutes to do. I freaking hate that, and I'm glad I don't have to do it ever again. In the boss fight, I didn't know, I spent like 10 minutes trying to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do. After you figure it out, it's the easiest thing in the world. Like, the boss is a freaking joke. Next up we have Empire of Ice. A lot of people say this is trash because it's ice physics. I'm not a huge fan of ice physics. I think it's pretty okay. I hate it's like Boat Catapult. I really hate the fact that the thing I hate, the frickin' ice wall at the end, that's your boss. It comes with Slam Bam, so that's really good. It comes with some good items. It comes with the Skylanders shield, which protects you. I didn't use this a lot during the playthrough, but it's so good. And the Anvil Rain, which I've used multiple times. It just drops anvils on enemies. Thankfully, this doesn't attack items in the level, like the vases in Double Trouble or Zap's quest, so that's still good. And then we have Dragon's Peak, aka Dom doesn't know he can press the A button to shoot on the dragon. It has the staircase. This came with Sunburn, really, so good character. It came with some okay magic items. You got Sparks to bring back that Spyro vibe. You can shoot stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the Wing Boot. It speeds you up, but it's like 20 damn seconds, so it's kind of pointless. Which again, just use frickin' Stealth Elf, or get a quick character in that element. Use Spyro, Cinder, Stealth Elf, Flame Slayer, stuff like that. So that does it for those. So now we're going to talk about the variants. So this game had some variants. This game actually had a couple variants. Basically, the variants were... I almost broke a damn character. Basically, the variants they were the same as the other characters. They showed up differently in the game. So, I actually didn't own any in-game variants at the time. So, I picked all these up from SCL.com. So, we're going to start out with Dark Spyro. So, he came with the 3DS starter pack with Igniter and Stealth Elf. I really like him. I like the purple hue on it. Again, I'll show the cards for each of these people. Is there any difference? Let me see. I believe there's a plus... the only difference is a plus 10 in power. It's weird, because he's like purple on there, and then he's like, his figure's like blackish color. Which is kind of odd. I gave him the Rampath. I really like Dark Spyro. I love his, the purple fireball. He's one of the most unique characters. Still love grinding him and getting almost level 10 the first run. That's how good he was. Next we have the Legendary, so these are exclusive to Toys R Us. Forgot to bring this up. Whirlwind was exclusive to Target until Wave 3. Drill Sergeant was Wave 2, was Walmart. Next we have the Legendaries. So we have Legendary Spyro. He's gold. Legendary Spyro is pretty good, so... The only boost on the card I'm seeing... I'll get that working in a second. I gave him the Flameball Path. Legendary Spyro is pretty good. I love the gold on him. This game did really good with the frickin' in-game variants. This does not want to work, so we'll just say screw it and get that later on. Next we have Legendary Bash. Legendary Bash, pretty cool. It's weird because this looks blue on the camera, but it's like black when I'm looking at it. It's very odd. Yeah, I still love legendaries in this game. Okay, let me look up these damn... Okay, there you go. There's the freaking boost. So Spyro seems to get a plus 5 armor and 15 attack. Bash... Okay, Bash seems to get a plus 5 luck and plus 50, plus 10 armor, so he actually maxed out armor with Chop Chop. Then we have Legendary Trigger Happy. Actually, the first variant in this game I got. He's really cool. I like him. I like the gold paint on him. Only difference I think is he got is plus 10 speed. His critical's already max. And probably my favorite looking one has to be Legendary Chop Chop. I love the red on him. The gold shield. I believe the only difference he got was plus... So he got a plus 20 luck. So where's that? So again, he was actually the last the last variant I picked up because SCL people kept stealing them when I tried to buy them. I like their old site better, but again, whatever. So those are the 5 Leaf variants. These actually aren't that expensive. They're maybe like, this is probably the most expensive, like 12 bucks. So again, SSA is not that expensive, honestly. So that's and we're going to finish this off with some chase variants. So we have the Red Drill Sergeant. Just Walmart. So these don't show up in the game, they're just collection. Blue Bash. Towards your eyes. And my broken frickin' Green Gilgrunt. Okay, so for those who don't remember, when I got these free, I got them for 30 bucks, like back in 2020. From someone at eBay, the post office person sucked and actually broke the figure. So if you want a quick little history, so this was exclusive to Toys R Us. This was exclusive to Walmart. He was available in an Xbox 360 starter pack. Which was stupid because they released this, like, mid-2012 when everyone was, like, moving on to Giants, which I think is stupid that they did this. This actually isn't that expensive. This is maybe, like, 10 bucks. Maybe 12 or something. This is, like, 20. So those are my SSA characters. Again, complete collection. If I were to get Chase variants, I would love to get, like, a Crystal Stealth Elf or a red camo, something like that. So, normally I'd say we'd be done, but I wanted to show off my Giants real quick, because for those who don't know, I don't plan on collecting Giants ever, because I feel like it's just a DLC of the first game. I feel like another issue I'd have is like 20, I can't talk. 2/3 of the characters just reposes, so that's just buying the same character twice. These are the three I got. I have Lightcore Hex, who is also broken. Go figure, right? This was a pre-order. I picked up... What's his name? Shit. I picked up, Swarm, because he was exclusive. Because I need a giant. Do I have my portal plugged in? No, I don't. I was going to say, let me plug my portal in real quick so I can actually, like... I can show off the light-up effect on these guys. Let me plug this in real quick. Okay, there we go. I'll try to show. As you can see, those light up. And then, here our bottom part lights up. God, this video is almost an hour. My touch is... And the first chase fair I ever picked up was the metallic green Gilgrunt. Funny enough, I actually own every Gilgrunt now. Minus the regular series too, but... yeah, I picked them up. I remember seeing them at Toys R Us. They were supposed to give them to you if you spent over $100, and this got delayed until frickin' Trap Team. I have used him a bit to check out his upgrades. I might use him in the future. So, that does it for my SSA collection. Apologies if the video was like an hour long. Again, I want to go more in depth, explain certain things about the game now that I actually played it. I do plan on doing Swap Wars in the future. I haven't played the game yet, but again, I'll just show the collection. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the next video when we do Swap Wars. Later, guys.